before I ask you for some other reactions on other podcasts and things that we have, what would your advice to women be on empowering themselves in the legal field and beyond?
Women should never think that they are any different. There should be the feeling of being equal from within. Very often, discrimination is not done by the men alone. It is often women with old-fashioned ideas.
Yes.
So, women have to be liberal. They have to promote equality. They have to behave equally. I always say, if you get the benefit of some kind of reservation, fine, but don't expect it. I don't think I got any benefit because I just mentioned
Yes.
that I was the senior most from my own High Court. There was no representation from my High Court when I joined. I was the fourth in All India seniority. There were 7 vacancies in the Supreme Court. But I feel that some relaxations should be made for women because, as I mentioned a little while ago, that women fall back when they have to take maternity leave,
Yes.
childcare leave, when they have to stay away from the profession. So at the time of elevation, if the same standards are applied, because it may be unwritten, or it's not even unwritten. There are written norms which are not always published. They look at the number of briefs handled.
Yes. Yes.
They look at the court appearances.
Yes.
They look at the income.
Yes.
So in those areas, I think there should be some relaxation if a woman is otherwise competent.
Yes, ma'am.
And secondly, an attempt should be made to get junior lawyers empaneled with the legal services authorities, the High Court and the Supreme Court legal service committees, so that they get the opportunity to appear in courts. Ultimately, you know, the legal profession is such a profession. Those who come to the courts have very high stakes. So they are very choosy about the lawyers they engage. So at the end of the day, you have to make a mark to do well in the profession.
Yes.
But those who make a mark, those who are otherwise doing well, but who cannot match the income criteria because of the time they have had to take off, should be given some relaxation.
All right. Justice Banerjee, I thank you for being with us on the India Women's Summit, for giving us very insightful advice, also giving us a glimpse of how life for a young woman lawyer was before she became a judge, and of course advice that's going to help generations of women in the legal profession ahead. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, and I sincerely hope things are changing and things will change for the better, and very soon we'll have many more women. And you would be happy to know, Rhythm, that the High Court judges are appointed. They are selected from amongst members of the bar. But there are judicial officers who are appointed as High Court judges, district judges. These district judges and civil judges are appointed through competitive examinations. And in many years, in many states, women have outnumbered men. In many years, you have had more than 50% district judges appointed from amongst women. So very soon, they will be.
Very soon, we're looking forward to a day
They
when
will
there
also
are
be
more women on the benches rather than the men.
Yes, Ruth Ginsburg had said that. When will you be happy? When all the judges are women. And when people expressed a shock, they said, why? No one raised an eyebrow when all the judges were men.
Exactly. So on that fantastic note, we thank Justice Banerjee for being with us.